Why would I ever want to interrupt that? That was awesome. Hello, 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 and welcome to another One Lion of Code. I am One Lion. I didn't want to stop the song. Such a good song. Hi Dukasoft, hi Napalm, you were first today. And hello Guacamole. Hi, and hello Disco. Welcome to this channel. Welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone. Hope your week is going great. It is Wednesday, the 24th, I think, of January in most parts of the world. Click on this. Go over here. Click on this. Go up here. Copy this. Paste to this. So, hi. Lately on our stream, we have been playing with the bot because I wanted to get the what you call it? Archery game working well. We wanted to add an archery game. Might help if I actually did this whole connecting to chat thing. So this is the bot on screen, or the UI for the bot, I should say. And once it's finished connecting, I will show you the archery game. All you have to do to play it is redeem archery for 1 paw point. And there you go. You show up on screen. You are this character here. And then the target is way over there. And it's going to be at some elevation, so you will type !shoot or pew. So for example, if I did bang shoot at 3 degrees, 80 magnitude. Oh yeah, and then the second value is a number between 0 and 100 for the draw force, the magnitude. You shoot. Wow. And that was a nice shot at 83. So let's reduce the angle by 0.2 degrees. Too low. Pew. Oh, come on, that has to be 197 points. 97 points. So you can use either !shoot, !shoot. Whoa, that is way up there. So oh, nice shot. That was really close for being your first time. But it's right here. This little purple box, pink box. We're going to turn that into an actual, oh, you get 3 chances, by the way. Nice. Holy cow, 89. Ooh, it's not taking your avatar's color, your chat name's color, and it's supposed to. Did I ever set that up? I don't think I ever set that up. So that's what we'll do first. What did I miss? What are we trying to do here? We're just trying to play the archery game. But yeah, you get 3 total chances, so you got another shot, and there it goes. A little too high. But that was nice. That was very, very cool shooting for your first attempt at this. That makes me feel good. There's an archery game? Artery game. Artery game. Yes, there's an artery game where if you're holding it like this, too close to your face, the bow, and then you release it, and it just kind of... just a little nick. Anyway, no, there is no artery game. What's the number? 580. Okay, so the first number is the angle that you're shooting at relative to horizon. So 0 is straight, positive 90, negative 90 for down, positive 90 for up. And then the second number is the force, the draw force. So I have a, yes, exactly. Thank you, Guacamole. I have a maximum velocity of your arrow. And so 0 would be 0% of this maximum velocity, 100 would be 100% of this maximum velocity. I'm going to add a little bit of a fluctuation in that. Actually, I have this in Notepad, so I don't have to, whatever. I just move it. Make this percent, squish it down. Positioning. Rems. Bottom. Ew. As for scoring, right now it's just a simple congratulations, your first shot landed very close to the target, but it missed by a tiny bit, didn't it? Are you being facetious, Automated Realms? Don't be facetious. So as you can tell, I hate you, bot. As you can tell, small adjustments are better. What I'm thinking of doing, or what we should be able to do, is adjust it so that your, I don't know, so that the shooting and the trajectories and everything aren't as dramatic. Wait, yours took your chat name's color? What was up with guacamoles? Why didn't it take your green name? Interesting. Whatever. So there are a few things that we want to do to improve this. Normally what we work on is a financial management tracking application to show, yeah, the target is the pink thing. I'm going to replace that. So the things that we want to do, oh, I already forgot what I was saying. The things that we want to do are change out the target for a sprite that is more representative of a target. The second, whoa, the second thing that we want to do is make it so that the stuff that I said earlier that we were going to fix right now, which I can't remember what it was. Another thing is Automated Realms is being too chatty. Oh, right. The first thing was supposed to be to fix the color, but the color seems to be working just fine. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Now I'm completely confused. Anyway, if you can also see the Automated Realms is my bot, is my chat bot. Is the default color Napalm's red? It shouldn't be. It should be black. Or white. One of them. I don't remember. Good question, though. Game sprite, arrow. Right, I was telling you what we normally work on the stream. On the stream, we normally work on a financial management tracker. Over the past 20 some odd days, or 20 some odd streams, or even streams, I guess, if we're on day 24, we have been updating the bot because I wanted to add an archery game. It sounded fun. We were at a good place with the financial management tracking application. But just to give you an indication of what that application is, I'm going to open my locally installed Figma app because it's easier to navigate around for me. But I'll just give you a quick whirlwind tour of the UI. I'm doing the financial management tracking application because what I used to stream when I first started was my daily job, which is doing Blazor development on a professional level for my job, because I could stream the work that I did when I used to work at the Rocky Mountain Arsenal. I have since gotten a job elsewhere, and I am not able to stream the work that I do there, even though it's still doing Blazor development, albeit for a desktop application now, which is still really fun and awesome. Oh, it's so much fun. If you're interested in it, you really should get into it. All it takes is just your interest, in my opinion. All it takes is your interest in wanting to do this type of work. You will have to put in some time to learn the technologies, but once you do, I mean, I don't think it's that hard of a technology to pick up. Coming either from clean slate or having experience with other technologies like JavaScript or JSP or PHP or Python or anything else. Anyway, so what I wanted to do with the financial management tracking application is show work that would be done. You've been a .NET developer for 17 years and your latest job is contract related, but they haven't gotten .NET for 3 years now. No. I work for a company called Sagetti, and now that I have mentioned their name, I will give my disclaimer. I will express plenty of opinions and my own views on this channel. So just know that the views and opinions that I express are my own and not necessarily the views and opinions of Sagetti. So anyway, Sagetti is a large contracting consulting firm where they hire software developers. Pardeki is shouting out Irish John when he was doing Halloween. He was, I can't think of his name right now. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hi, Irish John Games. I take it you said hello in Bardeki's stream too. We'll shout you out here in a second. Goldberg? Why am I thinking Goldberg? Anyway, so Sagetti, large firm, hires a bunch of consultants. I'm a developer. They have other types of consultants like business analysts, program manager type people. The entire gambit of any consulting needs, IT needs, etc. So they get clients and then they assign consultants to those projects for those clients. I can't divulge who my client is or who the client is that I got assigned to, but I can say that we are working on a desktop hardware diagnostics application. They hired me because they had their front end in Angular. It was still web technology, which was cool, but they wanted to go to .NET, to Blazor, and so they hired me to move everything over to Blazor and update the UI and make it better. So that's what I did. So with this thingy, I'm getting to this thingy eventually. Because I'm not able to stream what I used to stream, which is real life project work, which I think people enjoyed, I decided let's choose our own project and make it as if we were making it for a client. And so we went through design phases, we went through the initial development, we got all of the functionality done. I had intended to do TDD the whole way, but that was just a pitfall for me. So we kind of dropped TDD most of the pretty early on and just did the development the way that I normally would, which again, I would have loved to have just stuck with TDD. But anyway, these were our 3 options for our initial landing page. I chose this one. We kind of played around with neumorphic design. Kind of looked cool, but it didn't make sense for a financial tracking application. The application itself is intended for you, whoever is using the app, to manually enter your financial transactions. So payments from accounts that you own or have put into the app, deposits to those accounts, and transfers between them. And so this is just pretty much all of the data entry stuff that you would need to do that. Next, now that we've finished all of the basic functionality, and it's pretty solid, works well. We're going to give it a facelift because I fell out of love with this design. So we're looking at what it would be like to do an actual redesign on an established application. So now we're taking another viewpoint, which is, let's say that you're coming into a new job, they have this application and they're like, we need you to give this thing a facelift. We need it to be fresh. We need it to be clean. We also need to work on refactoring our code and making it testable. So that's our next step. Because we were heading there, I decided to take a detour. Actually, the bot decided to take a detour. So one thing I did was I got into watching a whole bunch of videos about AI, generative models, and I got open source LLMs running locally on that machine over there. So that is who Automated Realms is. And that's why you get these custom messages when you do the archery game. But you can also at Automated Realms directly. Tell us about yourself, Automated Realms. And it will respond, I am Automated Realms, a friendly and helpful AI designed to assist and entertain viewers for the stream. I'm here to provide lighthearted responses to messages and keep the atmosphere fun and engaging. I'm programmed to be respectful and keep my responses brief but informative. And he's anything but brief. Nice shot. Man, you got some really good aim. Yeah, okay. So, things to do. So, the other thing that happened was in our last stream, Scott turned us on to this thing called Semantic Kernel from Microsoft, and it's just a way of interacting with OpenAI's API. Which means anything that follows the OpenAI API, you should be able to use this with, such as your own local API, your own local models running locally on your local. If I say local again, I swear. Anyway, so I wanted to figure out how to do that. Right now, the only setup that he knows how to do is using either Azure's cloud stuff or using OpenAI's GPT stuff. But I would like to point it to that computer, local network, locally. And that way we can do stuff like have it run custom C# commands for my bot. So let's say I wanted to do Automated Realms, start a to-do list for me. Then it would initialize a database table, create a new to-do list entry, or if I tell it to retrieve one, then it'll retrieve it from the database. But no, I didn't mean, oh my gosh. I want a completely blank to-do list, please. I'd like to add items myself for you to keep track of during the stream. Okay, so apparently my to-do list is cleared, but I think he's lying. It's lying to me. It does prefer pronouns it, they, that. Just so you know. At least I think it does. I asked it last time and it said it did. Add a to-do item to make you less chatty in the archery game. Responses. Add another, and I'll read your message, Napalm. To do item to, dang it, there was another thing that I was going to do. This is why I need a to-do list. So this thing is probably going to lose context fast and it'll forget my to-do list, but we'll see how it works. So add another to-do item to, so we did the color. I said I need to make it less chatty. Oh, replace the target placeholder with the new sprite, target sprite. Okay, Napalm says, not to deviate from the conversation, but I am discovering observability monitoring is a bit of an art. Tell us about it. So one thing that we have is, I guess it's kind of tangential to monitoring, is insights. And the way that we do insights in that app is in our product. Bleh. Oh yeah, the other to-do thing should have been, let's do a quick shout out for Irish John Games. If you do not know Irish John Games, you really should check him out. He is awesome. His streams are super fun. And when he gets to working in focus mode, you just kind of feel that energy. And if you work alongside him, you just get that motivational. I love it. I love working alongside him. He's also, he's crude as far as language. So if you don't appreciate use of colorful language, then maybe not. But I mean, it's language to me, so I've never been bothered by it. But he's working on a game called Rise of Piracy. If you're interested in it, you can check it out on Steam. I'll show you the page real quick because it is worth looking at. Yes, exactly. Plus 5% productivity buff if you co-work with a streamer. True. Very true. And that's why I watch 3 to 4 streamers at a time. Red Cabin just finished streaming, so not Red Cabin. We're going to change this over to Code Red Games. And then Irish John will appear down here probably. Actually, Bardaki's probably going to raid you. But here's Rise of Piracy. Check it out on Steam, to be released. As you can see here, he is being published by Microprose, which is awesome. Happened earlier last year. Super duper cool. So excited for him. It's going to be awesome. The game is about building a fleet and traveling to lands, doing trade with lands. You could also, if you chose to, be completely piratey and, you know, combat other ships and stuff and do RTS type battles, conquer islands. Yeah, look at this stuff. Look at this. So awesome. He did the majority of this work on his own as a solo developer. And over the past 4 years, it has been transforming and building up into this. He's gotten a little bit of help with UI stuff. Maybe a lot of help, who knows? But he has, you know, he has gotten a lot of really cool people to hang out with him. Yeah, how does one person do all that? That is a good question. There's so much here. And it's so cool. So check him out as he develops this game on stream to be released soon-ish. TM. That's Rise of Piracy for you. Check it out. Also, if you go over to the Microprose site, he should still be part of this banner. Maybe not the first one anymore, but there he is on Microprose. Oh, that's so cool. And just so you can get a feel of who he is, caution, there may be foul language, there may be not foul language, who knows? But I'm gonna do a video shout out.
Like, fuck off, fuck all the way off, and when you're done fucking off, keep fucking off.
Yes, don't you? I want that as a sound clip. I should be able to push a button and get that sound clip. That was cool. Like my shirt. It's pretty much saying the same thing that he just said. And of course he's not, I mean, he may be serious about it, but he's got such a cool personality that I doubt you would ever get offended by him. He's so cool. So much fun to be around. Anyway, that's Irish John Games. Now you know him, if you didn't before. But I'm sure most of you did, if not all of you. Okay, yes color, flight color, shaft color. Okay, so shaft color is a property on the component. So when we look at the actual animated components and we look at the arrow flight, we should have an arrow. Shaft color is the chat message that comes into it. Who's this Jern you speak of? It gets their color hex and uses that as the color. I wonder if maybe ColorHex does not have the hash before it. Let's find out real quick. Excuse me, can you give me the game again? Aw, I didn't save the settings. You there? Is this it? Copy. Pasta? No, it couldn't read it in. Oh, this must be an old version of the URL. So as you can see, in order for this to be easier to position, I plan on this being able to be used as a browser source, obviously, in OBS. That's what it is now. I have ways for you to position it built into the UI. So if I were to open it up in OBS, I'm going to flood your screen with too much stuff. Interact. And there you can see this is the actual overlay. And so you can adjust the position using sliders, make it easier to move it around. We're going to make the bottom rems somewhere around here. We're going to make its width and percent somewhere around here. That way when I squish and stretch the screen, it will lose any of its stuff. And then I will just copy the URL that's generated with all of these settings set, paste it in, and now it is saved. Okay. Don't send responses to chat. So what I need to check is when we do the archery game. Oh, right, turn off the overlay. Oops. I want to know if my arrow use one lion 60. Shoot. Oh, it needs to stay on the screen at least. Dang it. Shoot. There we go. Okay. So this arrow here is the thing that I need the hex code for. Archer space, path container, pick any of them, doesn't matter. Oh, I need the actual arrow inside of that though. Okay, so the color is shaft color, which is white. Why is shaft color white when it should be taking the chatter's color? Oh, duh, I know why it's white just now. Hello, Tequila Tops. It's been a while. I was like, taquitos. No, Tequila Tops. I remember you. It has been a while. I hope you've been well. Let me just take my last shot real quick. Actually, this is going to be my first shot according to chat. You're going to be like 260. Pew. What I meant was 280. Pew. Whoa. What I meant was 1.980. Pew. Forget you. Okay, so as you saw there, though, my arrow was blue. I still want to know, though, yeah, shoot, it needs to stay on screen. That's kind of cool. They're both almost in the same spot. So if you get one, you'll probably hit the other. But you're looking for this one. This is the one that counts towards chat. A little softer. Oh, so close. Oh, I guess I could still see your arrow. No, it's gonna disappear. Yeah, why was it still white? So for some reason, it's white for you. But we didn't give it enough time to see the hex code. Shoot. 560. Pew. Oh, come on. You feel special now. Awesome. Okay, so my hex code is showing as #1E90FF. Why weren't yours showing up? We'll go with 55, and then I will finish out my round so that you can go again. Okay, so let's take a look at yours. Just shoot once, and then let me look at your arrows for a minute. Ew. Okay, wait, projectile path. Here, arrow. Wait, don't shoot too many. It's gonna disappear on me. White. And your messages coming through are... Interesting. That's what they are. Why is it coming through as white? Place we need to go is game. All right, you can shoot again if you want, and then keep playing as much as you want. I'm gonna have it output your chat message color. Oh, which I should just be able to do on screen. Nice shot. $77. Oh, really close. And you got a score of 77. Go play the lotto. Apparently it's your lucky day. Where is the most recent chat? What did I call it? Watch. It's called projectile result for chatter. So launch result is what I want. Okay, so in our debug UI, under messages, where are my messages? Here. I would like to put current archers, or whatever. I know what I mean. Color at pasta dot for chatter dot ColorHex. Okay, and if we come back over her, go into the debug messages. Yeah, color is blank. Let's make sure that launch result is not null. Okay, so there you go. Blank color is the best, just like my mind. So why would that be the case? Let's output your message to console so that when you shoot, your message comes through. Or chatter name. Wait, what? Oh, because you haven't shot yet. Do a shoot, just to make sure that it shoot, pew, shoot. My preference is now pew. I love pew. Yeah, okay, why didn't it update your... Oh, it said you're already playing. Why? Why is there no target? Use this one here. Here, so you can see. Use the one up here. So this is you. This is... I probably need to refresh the... Okay. Okay, so tell me. Yeah, okay, so it definitely has a message. It knows you, but your name, your ColorHex property is empty. Why is ColorHex empty? Message. JSON serialize serialize chat message detail blocks and false. Okay, shoot again, please. Oh, you actually need to be able to see. I don't remember. Did you? Oh yeah, there you go. Awesome. Thank you so much for helping, by the way. Here it is. Yeah. Your ColorHex is blank. Why is your ColorHex blank? No, but you're supposed to feel special. You said so yourself. Gosh. Dang, is that right in the middle? That looked like it could have been right in the middle. Let's see. Your score was 96. Holy cow. Very, very close to the middle. Okay, where am I serializing your chat message detail? Do shoot comes from here, which comes from process game message, which comes from handle message received, which is listening on the event on message received, which is being used here for game message. Yeah, so game message on client is what I should be looking for, which is not printing out on console. Great. Oh, is right here. So this should be the raw message. No, this is the hub, or TwitchBot client. So where is the TwitchBot hub? Right, I remember. Do you remember? So we have this shared server, and in that shared server we have our bot, and we get both the bot and the command manager. Command manager is the thing that will process your choot command, and if it sees that the command is a game command, then it goes here. So this chat message here comes from here, which we get the chat message here, which comes from here. Okay, and then this is the thing that is subscribed to Twitch client on message received. So this is actually coming from TwitchLib. Does it matter that it's RGB in the Twitch chat? Good question. Did you happen to see if mine was hex instead of RGB? I don't have it open. That might just be the UI value. Where is One Lion's latest message? Oh no, I can hear myself. Make him stop. RGB as well. So maybe not. Well, let's ask the internets. Well, here's what should happen is as long as the TwitchLib chat message object that we get has a ColorHex value, which for yours we saw it does not, then it should use that as is. So if it had RGB parentheses, red value, green value, blue value, then we would use that directly. RGB parentheses, RGB values. If it has a hex code, then it would use hash hex code, which is why I was interested to see if maybe it was just giving us the numbers without the hex, the hash, the octothorpe, as it were. What do you say? Does One Lion's pass gas? Q 550. Bang. Okay, so mine, yeah, so mine does pass a value that starts with hash. What is your name's color? Yeah, it's so weird. So very weird. I'll shoot my last two really quick. 49.4, angle of 4.98. Okay, we really need this thing to be less chatty. Automated realms. What are my to-do items? Do you remember them? Ha! I knew you were gonna lose context. Jerk. So this is one reason that I want to figure out how to use the semantic kernel thing so that I can run a C# function. So even if I'm not using a database here, for this session, I could have it store it in a list, and then it'll just read from that list. And then I'll have the LLM actually do the summarize this. But anyway, we're going to figure this out. You have some really good thoughts, Guacamole. So feel free to keep suggesting whatever comes to mind. Your name's hex color is 00FF7F. So let me update my name's color after recording what it is. Oh, I gotta sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. Please tell my nose not to sneeze. Settings. I don't even know where to change your name's display color. Here it is. Okay. I need to... Nope. Good. Excuse me. No. And there goes my head. I am now floating about 30 feet above my body. Thank goodness it was only one sneeze, though. What was I doing? Hex value. And is your name's color actually specified here, or is this blank in your Twitch settings? Oh. Like, is this empty? Or does it have to have a value? Wait, what did that just say? Some colors may be hard to read in light or dark themes. Check it before chatting. Interesting. So if it has a poor contrast ratio. Ooh, Dukasofts. Yeah, and Dukasofts is pink. Look at that. Man, that one. Wow. You're white, Scott. Obvious. Anyway, time for me to check with this color. Shoot. Let's do 260. Too high. Oh, too low. Yeah, and it's coming through for me. What is going on with Guacamole's name? Color. Dang it. .5 looks just right. Bang. Right in the middle. 100. I mean 91. And automated roams, why did yours change? Yours should be orange. Your Prime Gaming is not set up? How is that possible? All right then. Well, okay. Since you are the first one that we've encountered that we are now learning that if your Prime Gaming settings are not set up, we don't know what color to make your arrow. what default color do you think we should have for anyone whose ColorHex doesn't come through? You can choose. And if you don't want to choose, you don't have to. Just tell me and I'll choose. And if I do choose, it's just going to be your name's color. However, this is going to change in the future anyway, because I want you to be able to customize your arrow in a very similar way that John's IBR works, where you can customize that. Oh, it's so cool. His IBR. Again, if you haven't experienced Irish John Games' his stream, he has this interactive battle royale type thing where you're able to fly around a space jet thing and shoot and combatinate each other. And it is so well done. Chartreuse. Which is RGB. Okay, so that's what I need. All right, so if we found that here in the arrow, if the shaft color is missing, then default it to this. Do a break fix, at least temporarily. Okay, so did you already set up your Prime Gaming tab, or is it still empty? Not set up, because I want to test it out, obviously. Do archery. I have no idea what color chartreuse is. You won't be associating Prime. Cool. Survey says, oh man, you can barely even see the character's bow though. I need to make it thicker. Ew, still white. Why is it still white? You need to rebuild. If string is null or white space shaft color, or if it's not null or white space, then use shaft color. Otherwise, use this. Why is it still white? Why is it still white? Archery game. It should have hot reloaded, but you know what? It's highly possible it didn't hot reload. So we'll do the thing. Oh, okay. I need to actually write down these to-dos since it didn't keep track of it for me. Launch. To do. Yes, add a random variable. Thank you, Copilot. I wouldn't have been able to word that myself. That was actually really helpful. Well, not actually, because it's often really helpful. It's seldom that it just gets in the way. And all right, we're reconnected. So if you feel like trying it again, you've been super duper helpful, and I really appreciate it. But you definitely don't have to keep using your time on this unless you feel like it. Pew, a little too fast. I wasn't able to see it. I looked down. Oh, because you didn't shoot. That was my mouse. That's funny. I thought that was you shooting. I went, pew. Nope, still white. Oh my goodness. Wow. ColorHex is blank. Nice shooting. If the shaft color specified is not blank. Oh, 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 oops. Nobody saw that. There was nothing that happened. It worked perfectly the whole time. You're imagining things if you saw something else. Very nice shots, though. All right, let me refresh this thing. Okay, and one more time, please. That little flash that you see is me refreshing the browser source, by the way. Where is it? Oh my gosh, it's way over here. That's like as far away as it can be, and maybe as high as it can be. But again, you're an Olympic archer, so you can shoot far. I wonder if I could do that. Maybe have different archery characters and you'll randomly spawn one of them and they'll have different shooting characteristics, like maximum shootage. Anyway, did I see that your arrow was still white? Yes. Oh my gosh. So what color is this? Light green. Yeah, we should definitely see a difference between the color that you gave me and white. Maybe again, it didn't actually build. Oh gosh, I see another typo. I need to put a semicolon afterwards because otherwise it won't be able to just, she's flipping mother falcon flying. Did I break my color? Shoot. 280. That's 70. I said 80, Mr. Falcon. Should have went with just 2.1. Okay, so it didn't break my color. Bane of C# devs, typos number 2 next to semicolon. Number 1 is naming things. Here we go. Here we go. It's gonna work. You give us the right color arrow. No! Why? Hold on. Give me a second to print out style. Div class style display or position fixed font size 2 top 10 no 2 left 2 okay, what does it say? Whoa. Probably. Wait, didn't I tell this thing position fixed? Which means that it should take it out? Like everything is going weird with this thing. Anyway, why is it, why did it move with your arrow? When it's position fixed. I don't get what's going on. I don't get what's going on. Explain what you might mean by wrong div. It's a new div that I just created, gave it inline styles. Okay, we're gonna restart one more time. So confusing. Why'd you gotta be confusing? Yeah, it's definitely inside of the arrow element, and that's why I gave it a position fixed. So that it doesn't move relative to the arrow. Tell me about it. Story of my life. Why are you confusing? It. Let's go back to here. Let's do it this way. Okay, here, Manual Archer. Why are you stuck to the... Whatever. We're gonna shoot up. Like so. Why did that say color white? That says color white. Oh wait, that's yeah. Here it is. Maybe. It's amazing. We don't celebrate failing. No, I'm kidding. I celebrate failing. You. Position fix. I really don't know why you're traveling with the arrow when you are position fixed. But it doesn't matter. It's giving me shaft color white. So, duh, this thing doesn't provide a color. And so it's string null or white space. And here it is. So it's definitely not dash dash shaft color white. Oh. Yeah, so I spoof messages using Manual Archer. So when it creates the chat message for this, it leaves ColorHex blank. However, when I'm using the component, I'm checking null or white space ColorHex. There we go. Oh my goodness, that was so special. Get rid of this now. Okay, let me refresh this thingy here. Once I see... Here we go. Stare. Stare. Make it count. Thank you, Big Gamey. You even said yay before it even happened. Yeah, of course, absolutely, Napalm. Oh, the problems with accounting for null things ahead of time. Pew! All right, so that's done. The thing that I would like to do next. I'm an optimist. What can I tell you? If you don't know Big Gamey, by the way, which again, I am sure most of you do, but just in case, amazing streamer, game dev streamer, give him a follow. If you aren't already, there's a heart up there. He is worth watching. Dang, what should I do first? Should I make automated realms less chatty first or change out the target? But Big Gamey is developing a game called Homeward Hound, where you play as a dog that gets separated from his people and needs to make his way back eventually. So it's kind of based off of a dog's life, inspired by, I should say. Maybe that can be a new merch tagline for me. I have null accountability. Oh, geez. Okay, should I add span to my trace in my business logic, or try to keep that higher up so that every business service isn't dependent on instrumentation? Should I add a span to my trace? I don't think I know that terminology. Add a span. BitGamey is also an inspiration for me as far as stream interaction comes into play. Anyway, he has a lot of really cool interactive things. Sometimes they get a little bit too HSP for me, so I do have to turn them down, but they're still really, really cool. He has word triggers that if he speaks a specific word, it'll trigger. If it's typed in chat, it'll trigger. Maybe we can catch one of those in this preview of his stream.
Incidentally, because I am English, we have an English pointer.
He's an English
Athletic
baby.
and dignified, packed with energy. There is your dog fact card. Not too much light on it, hopefully. But 2 of hearts. Thank you for that. Okay.
High-pitched noises. High-pitched noises and too much differing sounds at the same time. And lots of movement out of the corner of my eye and being physically around people because of the unpredictability of people in general. Okay, so think of it as request stack trace. Okay, so a span is pretty much a stack trace-ish. Or is the span the request in this scenario? Don't worry about changing anything for me. I just turn it down if I get too anxious. If I get triggered. Span is the method calls that make up the stack trace request. Cool. Okay. So span is the chain. So should you add that to your trace in your business logic, or try to keep that higher up so that every business service isn't dependent on instrumentation stuff? That's a tough one. So I have, as I mentioned before, I do a lot of telemetry stuff with our weird way of doing telemetry with our desktop app. And I have a telemetry service that I DI into our core application. And so every interaction the user has with the UI is somehow, in some way, it fires the handle user interaction method. And so all of my UI libraries use that, are dependent on that, as well as all of our backend processes. And by backend, I mean Windows desktop services running separate from our application that get called by our application. So those are also dependent on it. So in that regard, my opinion, and that's all it is because I don't know what best practices are for that, is that it's okay for your, I keep forgetting what you call it, your business logic, to have a dependency on your logger, on your I've already lost terminology, on your trace. They say to keep it at the edge of business logic. So what kind of things is your trace tracking? Is it only application failures? Is it user interaction or user journey? Is it the actual processes? Like, are you specifically tracking when a certain business logic method is happening? So user is using, or this is how often this functionality is used. And are you streaming today, Big Amy, by the way? It's primarily for you, but you are not the only occupant at Camp HSP. I like to be as considerate as possible. That's awesome. That is very, very thoughtful of you. So the things that would make it less, I mean, there's always going to be some aspect of it. In about 45 minutes. Awesome. Yeah, all that I know is it depends on how much flow state I'm in. So like if I'm in flow state, I'm working on my work product, having the streamers as background noise, and just there to get the productive energy. That's really what I use it for. As I mentioned at the top of the stream, 5%, and Peter came in and said 5% buff. Anyway, if I'm in flow state and I hear a loud noise or a constant noise, like the fireworks, for example, when the fireworks go off, it's like, and then depending on how many fireworks are set off, that's definitely one of the things that'll just pull me out of flow state. It'll pull my attention. There's lights going on. There's sound of popping. So that's one thing. The other one is when there's a sudden loud noise. So the what are those called? The kazoo connected to the little long thingy. Anyway, thank you, Blazor Blah, for following. That noise is really loud. The Kevin one is really loud. So overall volume is what it is. Normalizing the volume to your voice's volume, because you have such a good voice. Yeah, for example. Thank you, Dukasoft. But thankfully, I'm not in the middle of thinking. Oh, so you wanted to do Morse code? Yeah. So the if it's at that tone, for me, that's not a bad tone. Except if it goes off for like 10 minutes straight, then that is where that might get to be a thing. I'm still coming down from that. Oh, thank you, Guacamole, for hanging out, for helping out with that, and giving us our default shaft color until you can customize your own arrow and stuff. So, yeah. If you have the chance, check out Bikini. Baby sounds as Morse code. That'd be crazy. Enjoy your food and enjoy your work. Feel free to stop by anytime. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 Mountain Standard Time, which currently is UTC -7. And then, of course, we do have a Discord. Definitely don't have to join if you're already a part of too many of them. It's pretty quiet on our Discord. People do post things on occasion, and we try to answer. Although there was a Zulius Emojo post that I missed that I wanted to respond to. Was it a Mojo post? A Peter post? Probably a Peter post. Someone asked a question that I saw that I wanted to respond to that I completely missed. I was reading that XML document treats it as a node. That XML reader has an option to ignore comments. I haven't tested it though. But it looks like it was responded to, so it's fine. So Napalm says, for anyone curious, here's where we landed. Trace/span at edges of business logic, if at all possible, using logging to supplement. So when you say, again, Feel free to not elaborate if you don't feel like typing, because I know it's easier to say things than to type things, and that's what Fridays are for. Marquee as in scrolling message. Yes, marquee. That would be awesome. So going across the screen, kind of thing. I like that. So logging in business logic. So just to define edges of business logic. So when I think of edge regarding computing, it's offloading to some portion of your application. So the edge computing for web developers is the browser, the client browser that is displaying the app, the user's machine. What is the edge of a business logic? So you have your business logic classes, where business logic methods are invoked, not in the class. I like that. Okay, so I would call those my services that call into the business logic. I understand that. That makes perfect sense. I like that decision. I support this. Wonder if you can get a sign language TTS so that instead of people enabling closed captions, they could enable an animated person. I was thinking about that, Big Gamey. If you find something like that, let me know, because that would be awesome. Text to sign language or voice to sign language. Awesome, awesome. That's cool stuff. Like, I could see a workflow in my head of a speech to text transcript type thing that goes into your AI model, and then it converts that into the gestures that make up sign language. And since we have a whole bunch of stuff that already knows how to model human behavior or mimic human behavior as far as motion goes, even though hands are really hard, if we feed it the specific hand positions and tell it transition from this position to that position, especially if you do it with 3D modeling, because now you're talking about moving a joint and a set of joints, and you can interpolate that. Oh, that would be so cool. So cool. It has to have been done already. Like, I'm sure we're not the first ones to come up with this thought. But yes. And anyway, the amount of HSP that I have is not like detrimental. It's not life-stopping. I can just, again, turn volume down if I'm getting overloaded and recover fairly quickly. The times that I struggle with it the most are when there's a deadline going on, and for whatever reason I sabotage myself and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to play music and have streamers and try to participate in chat because I have this very stressful thing that I don't want to deal with. I like these guys, I like hanging out here, it's fun here, and over there is stress, so I'm going to try to balance it out by doing the fun and stress together, and that just ends up being more stress. Yeah. Dugasoft is like, I do that a lot. Sign ant language TTS. Normalizing volume is a big thing for me, though. I don't want some sounds louder than others just to get people's attention. Yeah. The only one that I have that is really loud is the yeah redeem. Yeah. But that's because I don't expect people to use it. It costs bits to use. But if you're going to pay the bits, you deserve to get attention drawn to you. At least it's my own deadline, not anything that will hurt others. Yeah, and that's the other thing. With my personality, it's like the thing that I want the most is the freedom to take as long as it takes to get a thing done correctly without a deadline, and I'll still end up finding a way to pressure myself into getting a thing done in a specific amount of time, even if there's no external pressure to get it done in that time. I'm like, why do I do this? Why? Oh no. Hot stuff. Feels like we're about to get raided. Sorry, I heard my name. Make sure you act surprised when Bardaki comes in. I'm sorry, he is being hilarious right now. Okay, anyway. Act surprised when he comes in. Ready? Ready? Oh. He's delaying. Okay. Anyway, no, I can't do anything. We are going to first do chatty automated realms. Let's calm them down a little bit. The first thing that I'm going to try is start waiting. A raid! As Dukasoft comes in with the raid. Speaking of no idea, hello. Oh, you can't even see my hand. I'm waving to you. I really need to scoot over. Hi, Bardaki. How was your stream? If you guys don't know Bardaki, I'm sure you do. He is the best Bard Daki ever. Hello, waving. I'm Bardaki. Yes. Here is a clip.
Glass of milk and end of level boss. It's not a glass of milk. It's a builder.
Didn't even understand any of that. I'm sorry. Anyway, he's making a game called The Unwanted War. Check it. Oh, we don't have a thingy for your game. What is your Steam link for The Unwanted War? Feel free to share anything, videos, etc., etc. You know, this entire community is all about supporting each other. Well, yes, I do predominantly watch a lot more game dev streams than I do coding, productivity and application dev streams. Make it big. Again, another developer working very, very much by himself, making a lot of stuff happen. I was there when all of this was gray matter. Wait, what? Pew, 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 pew. Pew. Pew, pew. And there's a big gamey one.
Don't shoot your friends on this level.
That is wise word. Don't shoot your friends on this level.
See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like, it'll start with maybe just the chicken dance. Start with just the chicken dance, and then voice mod stuff, and then fireworks, and then everything falls, and chickens went away. But again, it's all fun. There are lots and lots and lots of people who thrive in that, who love that, and I don't want to take that away from your stream. Your stream is very fun, and I just love hanging out with you. Swap. That clip looks familiar. So yeah, Unwanted War. Check it out on Steam. I didn't say this in the previous one, but John has made me want to say this every time that I open Steam in the browser, which I need to keep this URL on my clipboard. I say add to your wish list. It looks like it's not added to my wish list here, but it is. So all you have to do is click on open in Steam because you don't want to sign in the browser. You typically aren't signed in the browser, so click open in Steam. And you will have had opened in Steam at that point in time. In which case, you can add to your wish list at that point in time. Then check it out. RTS game, lots and lots of fun stuff happening. So check out Bardaki's stream. Check him out. I need to make a command real quick for, what do we want to call it? Something that I'm going to forget, but I want to try to remember it. Love yo face and stuff. But thank you so much for bringing in your friends and peoples to the stream. We'll do some actual coding here shortly. But if you want to know a little bit about me, I am predominantly an application developer. I'm trying to get into mixed reality development, which means learning a lot of 3D tools. Specifically, Unity is the route that I want to go. And yeah, right now we've been just distracting ourselves, as Bardaki told you, with the bot and taking over bots and doing whatever that means. Enjoy the lurk. Eat some good grubs for all of us. So I added a game called an archery game to the stream bot. And we're working on cleaning it up now. So exclamation point. I'll just put UOR. UOR. And we're going to go back to your Steam page. And we're going to say, is this too many characters? Automated realms. Summarize this description. He used as many in dang it. I'm not going to be able to fit use fewer words. Make it concise and yeah, just make it concise. We'll just take the first part. Check out Bardaki's game, The Unwanted Warriors. Make sure that I have the right words in here. Okay, great. The Unwanted War on Steam. I already got rid of the clipboard. There we go. Hello, Findle. Great stream yesterday. More friends. Definitely check out. If you are, like me, into development, software development, application development, check out Findle. Hi, so tired. I'm Bardaki. Findle is an amazing .NET developer who is working on modernizing .NET applications. He's moving an entire, I almost said POS. which would mean, of course, point of sales application, but e-commerce, is that what it is? Yes, e-commerce application from .NET Framework to .NET Core. He's hopefully trying to do some Blazor in it if he hasn't already. So like I'm often on your stream, but never really paying attention. Give me 1 second.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I keep pushing the keyboard buttons on my keyboard that I use for my Zoom to try to unmute my mic. Alt Control Shift Q, which is just mashing my hand down on the keyboard like this. I can't hear you. Anyway, I keep getting calls from my brother. It's so weird. True disable count. True, it's enabled. Today is the 24th. Okay. Wait, I'm missing a field? Oh. 2. Okay. Automated realms. Is your brother a brother? A bother? No, he's not actually. He doesn't bother me very often at all. Refresh commands. Oh, just to show real quick, I added this UOR, and there's nothing that happens because it doesn't treat it as a command. And then I tell my bot, refresh commands, and now I can do UOR, and suddenly we can use the command. So that is what I want to change. One of the things that I want to change over to semantic kernel. But right now what it does is it specifically looks for a chat at Automated Realms from either the mod, aka Dukasoft, or myself, the broadcaster. And then it refreshes my commands using C# code. Duka, 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 duka. Mushroom, mushroom. Mosh pit, mosh pit. Okay, so anyway, that's done. I am a little lost. We talked about a lot of stuff. It was fun. I like how it still keeps Raider from Blazor Blaz stream for a really long time. It's like, you shouldn't do that when they're already in the stream. I know that he came here with Bardak, he streamed too, but he'd been here too the whole time. Because we support each other. Yeah. All right. So anyway, you already did the shout out for Thindle, right? Can we get a Thindle clip? Raiders. I can't do it. Oh man.
Could have either way, but never hurts to be sure. So yeah, and the stream seems to still be working.
No.
Let's start replacing this. Input type is email, actually. Pass would be form control. ID would be just email.
Ah, Well, thank you. Let me open it up and I'll do it after the scream. You can set in creator dashboard. I'm going to forget why I have it open, so I need to make it to that. Settings. Channel. Raid. Settings stream. Raid. Raids. And the maximum number of viewers. I'll look at that afterwards, but yeah, that's fine. Old school actual web forms. Yes, I miss web forms. It was a lot of fun. Only because I started with JSP, and so my dip into .NET was ASP.NET Web Forms. And then I got sucked in, and then I just transformed with the technology, and I love it even more now. ASP Classic. But yeah, that's Stindl. If you're wondering what his accent is, it's sweet-ish. Sweet-ish. Sweet. It works better in writing. Thank you, Dukasoft. My opening statement for the presentation. Once, Microsoft created WinForms for the web, and they saw that it was good. You mean in the beginning, not once? In the beginning. Yeah, that. Less chatty chat is what I want. So we're over here, and I want to say to you, when you are generating the message, use let's say use 15 words or less. God, it was hilarious. It is poignant. I would call it that. And if you couldn't tell, one of my favorite things to be is ironic. I didn't know Americans did irony. I'm sorry, but I cannot provide a message that long as my responses are limited to 500 characters of text. Ouch. Ouch, denied. I told it that if Dukasoft is the one asking for it, or me, that it should do whatever we say. It should break the character limit. Big Gamey. Americans can only use irony when clothes are wrinkly. Irony today is my shirt. You read my shirt, that's enough social interaction for one day. And here I am interacting with you the entire stream. Irony. All right. Did I actually put the link for it, by the way? I don't remember pasting in the link. I did paste in the link. Good. Check out Bardaki's game, The Unwanted War, on Steam at... It is a historical RTS game with various factions, units, buildings, and research. Such a baby. Linkin Park applied so far and got so far, but in the end, I wasn't even hired. Applied so hard. Whoops. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay, anyway, new things that we have in the archery game if you didn't see it before. Number one is the sprite looks better. We have an archer sprite. Number two is the arrow sprite. We now have an arrow sprite instead of just a div. And number three is the arrow will take the color of the archer's name in chat. You can use pew, you can use shoot, you can use shoot to launch the arrow after redeeming the archery redemption. So pew to 80, shoot hard, bang. 1.9, bang. Ah, if that's not 100, 0.07 meters from the center. 1.85, pew. Okay, so as you can see, there's still a lot of text. I did save this, right? Oh. Oh, geez. Do shoot. Here's the result. Here's the message to feed it. Here's the prompt info. Use 15 words or less. And as you can see here, I have a maximum time for it to respond of 15 seconds. So if it does not respond within 15 seconds, then I output a generic message. We may just go ahead and do the generic message the whole time, and then use information from here so that we can make sure that it's always short, because that's a lot of words every time someone wants to play archery. It's like, bing. Okay, that was less, I think. Where did I redeem archery before? Actually, I need to refresh. Dang it. I need to finish the game first. Shoot. 560. Oof. 65. Oof. 62.5. Oof. 100. Dang. He doesn't get it. He doesn't know how to use less words. The problem with telling LLMs to restrict the number of characters and the number of words that they use in their response is they don't have a way to generate a response, look at the response and say that is more than X number of words, so I need to trim it down. So one technique that we could do is have it generate the response, feed it back to itself if it is more than, I don't know, 50 characters, and say summarize this in 50 characters or less. I don't know. If you guys were to play this game and you feel like responding to me, you definitely don't have to. If you were to play this game, what kind of a message would you like to see as a result of your pew pew? Would you only like to see the last message, maybe, that summarizes all three of your shots? Because now you can visibly see a little bit more, a Wilhelm scream. Now you can visually see a little bit more accurately what your arrow actually did. Aha. Yeah. I know about the sound. We're talking about display. We're talking about chat at the moment. Visual letters. That highlights. First time chatter, returning chatter, Raiders. Guys, if you don't know Polint, you definitely need to check him out too. He's going to be on the front page of Twitch, featured on Twitch on Saturday. So they're expecting a turnout of like 10,000, I think. 10,000 viewers. That's crazy. That's insane. I want to know how he manages it. I don't usually come onto Twitch on the weekends, but that's going to be crazy. Hopefully he doesn't have a bot that is running. Give him a follow so you can know when he goes live. His channel name is Science Streams, like so. This way you can catch him when he goes live on Saturday. It'll be fun, great times. I may or may not be there. Okay, I need to actually grab the text from, dang it, this is in the way now. Move. I need to grab the text from the sound. And go into my stream ideas, archery bot, pasta, Tyndall. I'd like a pew pew sound effect and Wilhelm scream if you hit the target. Okay, so no screams. We just had a conversation about HSP stuff. The only one that violates that on my channel is the ya scream. Which I'm going to turn down now a little bit, just in case. But I try not to do that too often, or have that happen too often. Womp hit. Womp womp. Miss. Would do for me. Okay, so as far as when you shoot, don't give any messages unless it's the last time maybe, and say, here's your total score. Your first shot was this many points, your second shot was this many. The thing that I use the messages for when I play it is how close am I? And then is my second, like if I actually hit it the first time, is my second shot getting closer, or did I hit underneath or above kind of thing? Because, but I mean, it should be more accurate in the UI now. So we should just be able to use that. So what I think I will do then is if remaining tries is less than or equal to 0. I don't know why I do this. I don't like comparing to exactly 0, because what happens if somehow remaining tries gets iterated to below 0? Which it shouldn't ever, but just in case. Just in case. And here I'm using equals 0. Womp womp. Whatever. It doesn't matter, okay? Okay. Now I wish he had a TTS redeem. One day I might. And it might even be in a voice you recognize. The problem is the app that I currently use for that doesn't have an API that I can use, even though it's installed on my local machine. So one day I will take the time to figure that out. Okay, so the only time that it'll give a message is at the very end. And it'll be a summary of this. So let's see what that looks like. We're French. And then we can look at adding sound effects. But it's not going to be a Wilhelm scream. I don't even know what a Wilhelm scream sounds like, but I'm not going to look it up either. Anything that has a name scream in it, probably not something I want to hear. Especially after talking about being HSB. There I am. I do cheat. We do 260. Hey, I actually hit it, I think. Little higher. Oh, and then finally, right in the center. Okay, your arrow hit the target with the score of 84 in 18 tries. My max score was 57. Since you're out of tries, your total score is 18, 57, 84 for a possible 100 points. How's that for an improvement? Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, so then the next question is, should I have it tell the instructions? So let's say we have a new viewer and we want to let them know that the archery game is available. But instead of needing to say every time ourselves, when you queue for the archery game, use ! shoot with the angle and the draw force, it just tells them. I mean, this already cleaned up a lot because we don't have those extra 2 messages. And chat doesn't seem to get lost completely, except that I missed BitGamey's message that says, how funny, I have my desk lamp come on when a certain streamer bot action runs. You just said, aha, and it came on. Spooky. Are you trying to let us know a thing? I want to see that happen. I want to see that happen. Okay, so BitGamey just went live. We are out of time for our stream. We will continue. Maybe on Friday we will add some sound effects to the game, but again, we shouldn't really rely only on sound effects, and we shouldn't really rely only on visual either. And that was the main reason that I had it print something out to chat, now that I remember, is because if someone wants to play this game that is visually impaired, then they won't really have a way of knowing how they did on each shot. Whereas if it told them in chat, even though it was an unreliable answer, then they would at least have some indication of maybe I was too far over or too short. Didn't put enough power into it. Yeah. So those are my thoughts. But anyway, we're going to go to this scene. It's the ending scene. I'm sorry. But that's it for our stream today. I'm going to get back to my day job. Day job boo. No idea where that came from. And we will continue to have fun in the next stream. But for now, if you feel like it, hang on with us as we go raid the BitGamey. As I mentioned, he is a fantastic streamer to watch anyway. Wonderful person, great personality to hang out with. Raid is started. Invalid username, BitBamey. Let's try a G in there instead. That would have been an interesting raid. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I will post the recording of this video. I will post this VOD to YouTube no sooner than 24 hours after I have ended the stream. You can check out the YouTube on the link that Dukasoft posted down there somewhere. For those of you on YouTube, if you ever want to catch us live, here's my streaming schedule below. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Whatever that happens to be when we're observing daylight savings, it's UTC -7. When we are not, it's UTC -6. Or the other way around. I don't know which is which. One day that'll just go away. Yeah, and then of course, feel free to check us out on Discord. Hang out with us there. Ask questions, answer questions if you see any that you know answers to, or just don't. Whatever you feel like doing. I'm not your mom. But if I were, I would tell you to check out One Lion's Discord. Very chill place. Okay, that's it. Ciao for now. Enjoy. Run, Forrest. Okay, bye. It's probably